Good evening, everyone. My name is Marjorie Mendez, and I am a senior analyst at Nationwide Insurance. On behalf of the TechCore Board of Directors and the entire TechCore team, I want to thank you for joining us on this wonderful evening as we celebrate TechCore's 30th anniversary. We are so grateful to our friends at Cover My Meds for hosting us in this beautiful space. At this time, I'd like to introduce Josh Applebaum, Vice President of Business Operations from Cover My Meds.
Hi everyone, good evening. Welcome to Cover My Meds. On behalf of our staff here in Columbus, we're really excited to have you with us here tonight. When we built this campus a few years ago, we did it under the motto that for two reasons. It was for our employees and for our community. And so tonight we get to open our doors and celebrate with a great partner, and we're really excited for y'all to be here. At Cover My Meds, we have tech solutions that help people get the medication they need to live healthier lives. Tech is a huge component of our business. Of almost 5,000 employees, we have over 900 in tech and data roles. And so as you can imagine, we're always thinking about hiring more tech talent and how we're developing our people here. A lot of our tech talent is homegrown right here from Columbus. They might have grown up here, attended Ohio State, attended Columbus State, and we're really proud of being one of the biggest tech companies here in Central Ohio. So as you can imagine, we believe heavily in the mission that TechCorp has and the STEM education that it provides to young people across the region. And that's why we're really proud to partner with this great organization. So anyway, as you continue to inspire our youth and to become new innovators, hopefully we see some of them come in to Cover My Meds in our tech department over the years. So we're looking forward to that. But listen, we're here to celebrate 30 years, which is quite remarkable. And we are really excited to continue our partnership with you into next year and beyond. So thank you for letting us be part of your special night. Now, before I leave, I have something here in my hand, and I would like to invite Lisa up here. As I mentioned, our two staples with building this campus were for our employees and for our community. And so I would like to present you with this special gift in your honor of 30 years.
Thank you, Josh. It's incredible to see many passionate supporters of TechCore gathered here tonight as we celebrate this incredible milestone, 30 years of impact. For those who don't know how TechCore came to be, it grew out of a spark of an idea that Gary Beach, former publisher of Computer World, shared in front of an audience of 1,000 IT executives at the Smithsonian's Institute Search for New Heroes Gala in 1994. The very next day, Gary found himself within the White House Office of Office and Science Technology Policy, and TechCore was born. Unfortunately, Gary can't be with us here tonight. However, he is most certainly here in spirit, and he sent the following remarks for me to share with you. I could have never imagined what TechCore would become. A thriving, nationwide force for good, building a brighter future for generations to come. I am profoundly thankful for that and for everyone who has been a part of this incredible journey. I'm thankful to the funders who have generously donated tens of millions of dollars over the past 3 decades to support TechCore initiatives. I also want to recognize the thousands of educators who have welcomed TechCore volunteers into their classrooms and programs to support and inspire students and show them what is possible in the ever-changing world of technology. When we launched 30 years ago, technology meant desktop computers and World Wide Web. Now we wear computers on our wrists and grapple with cybersecurity and AI. Kudos also must be given to the visionary elected officials who have crafted relevant legislation that supports and promotes the values of public-private partnership like TechCore. While they both refused to step into the limelight, TechCore could have never survived 30 years without the visionary leadership of Karen Smith, founding National Executive Director, and Lisa Chambers, Chief Executive Officer of TechCore. Thank you, Karen and Lisa, and thank you for hiring the amazing individuals who advance TechCore's mission every day. In closing, may I share a Latin word that defines the future of TechCore? The word is Excelsior, and it means ever upward. While today's celebration honors the past 30 years, the most important thing to be thankful for is the continued opportunity to work together to drive TechCore's relevancy ever higher. Thank you for letting me share this message of gratitude with you all. Gary Beach. Now, another individual who's very passionate about TechCore is our board chair, Greg Tiketti. Greg has been a champion of TechCore from the moment he learned of the organization back in 2016. His deep understanding of the power of technology to transform lives and his commitment to our mission and his leadership are tremendous gifts to this organization. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to our esteemed board chair, Greg.
Thank you very much for that kind introduction. I am going to wear my glasses and read this. If you don't know Lisa, you have to follow the script and get it right. And I'm old enough that I can't read this without my glasses. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for being here. It's my real privilege to represent our board. It's my honor tonight to celebrate the incredible milestone with all of you. It's truly remarkable to see how far TechCore has come since Gary first shared his vision with the world. As we reflect on this journey, there's one person who deserves special recognition for her unwavering commitment, leadership, and tenacity in building a technology education organization at a time when flip phones had not even been invented. Karen has been with TechCore since the very beginning, working side by side with Gary to bring TechCore to life. As the founding National Executive Director, she poured her heart and soul into building this organization, laying the foundation for the success we celebrate tonight. She nurtured TechCore through its early years, guiding its growth and expanding its impact nationwide. Even after stepping away from her role as Executive Director, Karen's dedication never wavered. She returned to serve as the National Board of Directors in 2010, providing invaluable insight and guidance for another 14 years. Karen, your passion and unwavering commitment to TechCore's mission has been an inspiration to us all. To express our deepest gratitude and to commemorate your extraordinary contributions, please accept this token of our appreciation. We had to hide this in the back because it's too special.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Let me look at it.
All right.
Oh, it's beautiful. Thank you. Very special. Wow. Now they want me to say a few words. Okay. Be careful with it. Thank you, thank you, thank you so very much. And thank you for those kind words. It's an honor. I'm going to have to gather myself, so excuse me. It's an honor and a privilege to be here tonight. And now I'm sure you're wondering, how in the world did she do it? It's truly an honor and a privilege to be here. We look back at 30 years, and I look around the room, and to some of you, probably seems like a really long time ago. Or maybe you weren't even born yet. To some of us, it seems like a flash. It happened so fast. But it's been an amazing 30 years, full of tremendous memories. Let me take you all back to 1995, just for a minute. The prior year, 1994, the Massachusetts Software Council had printed a book, a guidebook, for schools across Massachusetts to help them understand what steps 1, 2, 3, and 4 might be as they brought technology into the classroom. And the last chapter of this book said, let's look at the future. And there was a comment in there, the first point in looking at the future was to advise the teachers to watch this thing called the World Wide Web, because it looks like it has great promise. Now that was 1994. There were 3,000 websites. The year before, in 93, there'd only been a few hundred. The following year, in 95, when TechCore launched, there were 23,000 websites. It had gone from 3,000 to 23,000 in 1 year, and this new thing was catching on. In case you don't know, today the latest count is 1.1 billion websites. Also, in 1995, great excitement by CompuServe, Prodigy, and America Online, because they announced that year an exciting way to get onto this thing called the World Wide Web, and it was called dial-up access. That launched in 1995, same year that we did. Can you hear that squawk? The catch to it was that only 3% of the classrooms in the country had phone jacks. So maybe we could get onto the World Wide Web at home, but guess we couldn't do it in our classrooms, could we? And even if we had phone jacks in the classroom, those classrooms that were lucky enough then to have computers, 80% of those computers could not handle multimedia or high-speed data. Half of those computers were Apple IIes that had been introduced in the 80s. So that was in 1995. Now add to those challenges retrofitting of aging buildings, concrete block buildings, educating the teachers who were suddenly being thrust into this new environment. And then, of course, there were those dollar signs. How the heck are we going to fund it all? I was reading the other day that in 95, one state, to be nameless to protect the innocent here, put a tax on the videos that were checked out at the video stores because they hoped that that tax would fund all of the technology needed for their state. No one knew how much it was going to take nor how much it would cost. So in 1995, the average school district was trying to get to what Al Gore just in January of 1995 had dubbed the information highway. They were trying to get on that, and it was a massive hill for them to climb. And it was into this environment that TechCore was born. A two-pronged vision. One, to be a connector, to take the needs of the schools and the energy and capacity and desire of the technology community to help and bring them together because neither really understood how to work together. Second part of the vision was that we would meet each school where they were, and we would move with them and grow with them, developing the resources that they needed as they progressed. That was our two-pronged vision. And that's what TechCore has been doing for 30 years. And it has been an amazing and gratifying story of tremendous impact. Today, the amazing news: TechCore remains relevant, trusted, and sought after by educators and businesses alike. Add to that the hundreds of thousands of lives of educators, of students, to say nothing about the business and community partners that have been positively changed because of TechCore. Let me just say that that is an organization we all can be proud to be part of. None of this would be possible without you all. The funders who fuel it, the educators who believe in it, the students who inspire us, the board who advises and leads, and the tireless leadership who every day eats, sleeps, drinks, and lives TechCore. Lisa, you have an amazing staff. And Lisa, you are an amazing leader. You are an inspiring individual. And we thank you for your love and passion for making a difference where it matters the most. So, let me leave you with a couple of thoughts. The first is a quote from a book called Revolutions of the Heart. Coincidentally, it was written in 1995. That's just a coincidence, though. It was written by a gentleman named Bill Shore, and if you haven't read it, it's a fabulous story about civic engagement and the difference that civic engagement can mean for a community, for an individual. And he says, one of my favorite quotes, and Lisa has heard this many times: when people contribute through their unique skills and creative abilities, they're giving the one thing that is most genuinely theirs and that no one can take away. What they are giving is what is at their core, and once tapped, it unleashes lasting energy and commitment. The second quote is an adage that my dad used to say. It was something I grew up with. He would tell me, "Honey, it's the ripples that count." So I share both of these with you because by giving of yourselves to education, by giving yourselves to our youth, by giving yourselves to TechCore, you, each and every one of you, are creating those lasting ripples that will continue to impact far beyond your action. So on behalf of all of those who have been touched and all of those you will continue to touch, thank you for all you do for this organization. And thank you for the opportunity to celebrate with you tonight. It's truly a privilege to be here 30 years later, and all I can say is here's to 30 years more of good work. Thank you to everybody, and especially Lisa and Greg.
Karen, thank you for everything you've done for this remarkable organization. It's incredible to hear about TechCore's journey in your words and from your perspective. And as I was listening to you, I couldn't help but think of my own journey in TechCore and how it's helped shape who I am today. My journey in TechCore began back in high school. I had an interest in technology, but I really wasn't sure how to make that into something tangible. Then I discovered TechCore. I saw a flyer advertising Computing Career Core, which included an opportunity to earn a laptop if you successfully completed the program. I was hooked. Later, I signed up for Student Web Core and the TechCore Hackathon. These programs not only introduced me into coding and web development, but it also gave me a sense of direction. More importantly, I discovered that I not only had a passion for technology, but I had an aptitude for it as well, which I may have never discovered without TechCore. After graduation and having all these experiences and a belief that I belonged, I enrolled in Perscolas, a free technology training and job placement organization that I learned through TechCore, and it helped change my life's trajectory. I gained valuable skills, earned industry certifications, and even landed an apprenticeship at Nationwide Insurance. Today, I'm a senior analyst at Nationwide, a career I owe to the opportunities and the foundation that TechCore and Perscolas helped me build. Thank you very much, by the way. Over the years, I stayed involved, volunteering at countless TechCore events, sharing my story, and inspiring other young people to explore their careers in technology. I even encouraged my younger brother to join because I knew how valuable the experience could be, and plus, you gotta start them young. To go from being a student in the program, and now I'm also very honored to be the first alumni to join the TechCore National Board of Directors. To go from being a student in the program and now the privilege of helping shape its future is an incredible full circle moment for me. TechCore didn't just equip me with technical skills, it gave me confidence, opportunity, and a community that continues to inspire me. To everyone here tonight, I say this: believe in the power of technology, believe in the power of education, and believe in the power of TechCore. Your support is making a real difference in the lives of real people like me. And speaking of making a difference, none of this would be possible without our donors' ongoing generous support. The Nordson Corporation Foundation has been a leading supporter of TechCore since 2014, and I'm pleased to introduce the director of the Nordson Foundation, Maria Spangler.
Thank you, Marjorie, and congratulations to TechCore on this incredible 30-year milestone. My name is Maria Spangler, and I joined Nordson just in December, which makes this feel not very fair, as director of the Nordson Corporation Foundation and Community Relations. It's an honor to be here tonight to represent Nordson and celebrate TechCore's impact and success with all of you. As you heard, Nordson has proudly supported TechCore since 2014, witnessing firsthand the organization's incredible impact on students and communities. One of Nordson's key principles is investing in the communities where our employees live and work. And we recognize TechCore's potential for national expansion, and Nordson provided funding to help build out that capacity in many of our locations, such as Atlanta, Minneapolis, Dayton, and our home community, Northeast Ohio. As a result, TechCore has delivered quality, in-demand programming to nearly 5,000 students across 10 states. But our partnership goes well beyond financial support. We invest our time and talent as well. Ish Cooper, Vice President of Nordson's Optical Sensors and Metrology Division, and Senior Finance Director Eric McKinley serve on the TechCore National Board of Directors, providing strategic guidance and expertise. Many employees volunteer their time with TechCore, sharing their skills and inspiring the next generation of tech innovators. Nordson and TechCore share a vision for advancing STEM, enabling individuals to become self-sufficient, thriving, active participants in their own communities, bolstering everyone's future. Our capacity-building investments in TechCore have fortified the organization's very firm foundation and attracted additional investors who also share this vision. Nordson has committed to strengthening our long-term partnership with TechCore, so it will continue to create lasting impact. The collective effort will ultimately drive lasting change and create a more equitable future for all. Congratulations again on 30 years. on impacting student lives and building student skills aligned with some of today and tomorrow's most in-demand careers. And if you're a funder considering TechCore or getting involved and you have questions, I'm happy to help point you in the right direction to join the team. And finally, I'm proud to share that we just approved a 2-year, $1 million plus commitment to further grow TechCore in our communities and across your footprint. So thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Maria, for Nordson's commitment to TechCore. As you heard in Gary's letter, public-private partnership are critical components of TechCore success as well. On that note, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce a dedicated public servant who embodies the spirit of partnership and collaboration, and someone who's been a longtime supporter of TechCore, City Councilman Christopher Weich.
Now, how am I going to follow up a $1 million announcement? That's not. 2 million. Like, that's even worse. Like, thank you, I guess. Happy 30th anniversary, TechCore. Yeah, 30 years. That's a big deal. Having worked with TechCore for about a decade, I kind of feel like this is my birthday, too. And as somebody who just turned 40 in January, I'm claiming 30 for the rest of the day. But thank you again for giving me the time to kind of be here and support TechCore. In all honesty, it has been a pleasure to work with Lisa and her entire team, from the operations folks to the comms team, but even the trainers, the tutors who work all these hackathons. They are amazing staff, and it is, they're changing the lives of the kids in Columbus. So if we can give them a quick round of applause for all their work. And Karen, congratulations on 30 years as well, and for taking us back to 95. I was sitting there thinking, what was I doing in 95? I already gave my age, so everyone knows how old I was. But my first computer was a desktop, and it came in a box that was decorated like a cow. Anyone catching that? Gateway computer, yes. I was the youngest person in the home, and the only person who knew how to use the computer. So, you know, that just speaks to the love and passion that young people can bring when it comes to technology. I'm thrilled to be here with all of you in the Silicon Heartland, celebrating with you this evening with companies like Honda, Google, Amazon, Intel, maybe. Investing in Ohio, the demand for skilled tech workers is skyrocketing. Our education system is doing a great job, but it needs a boost to keep up the pace with our rapid growth and the workforce development demands. That's where TechCore comes in. Through their tremendous programming, they're sparking a passion for technology and innovation in young people. Last year, with the support of my colleagues, Columbus City Council co-sponsored the annual hackathon with TechCore, the first time the city's really kind of come in that way. And I was the driver to make that happen, because we know the impact that you are having in our community locally. For 12 hours, hundreds of Columbus high school students came together to explore and demonstrate the transformative power of technology. The creativity was incredible, and their passion for solving real-world problems was evident. I've seen firsthand the impact of TechCore's work. It's inspiring to see all of these young people from various backgrounds coming together to solve problems with technology. These young people make the future look bright. And during uncertain times like those we find ourselves in, we need a little hope for the next generation. From hackathons to work-based learning programs, TechCore is engaging students in exciting ways and opening their eyes to the possibilities of tech careers, adding to the vibrant tech ecosystem right here in the community and preparing students for the future. So happy 30 years, TechCore. It is my honor to present TechCore with this resolution celebrating 30 years. Lisa, if you'll come and accept it, thank you for the work you're doing for our community. I'd like to extend my thanks and congratulations to TechCore again for 30 years. And without further delay, I'm thrilled to introduce our next speaker, Casey Wilson. She's a TechCore alumna and now inspires hundreds of students as a technology teacher right here in Columbus. Thank you, Casey, for your work, and thank you for being here.
Thank you, Councilman Weish, for your critical support of TechCore. It is amazing to be here tonight, surrounded by so many people who believe in the power of technology to transform lives. Like Majorie, my TechCore journey started when I was a Centennial High School student. I enrolled in TechCore Student Web Course summer program sponsored by Franklin County and learned how to build websites. I had no front-end knowledge of technology going into the program, but I was determined to learn. So as much as I could learn, I discovered that I had power within myself to achieve anything that I set my mind to. Through TechCore, I developed the confidence and skills to pursue my dreams. I enrolled at Ohio Dominican University and became the first African American and female student in the software engineering program. While attending college, I got a call from TechCore. They asked me to become an instructor for Student Web Corps, which allowed me to share my passion for technology with other young people. I graduated from college with a degree in software engineering and computer information systems and was hired as a software engineer at JP Morgan Chase. At some point, I realized that I wasn't fulfilling my role as a software engineer as I had hoped because I was missing a connection to young people. I realized I wanted to teach and to inspire, which is why I became a teacher. Now, I have the great privilege of being a computer science teacher in Columbus City Schools. And you can bet that I encourage all of my students to get involved with TechCore. Similar to Majorie said earlier, if you find yourself thinking for even 1 second that TechCore is not making a difference, please think again. If you are already a supporter of TechCore, I want to thank you for investing in me and so many other students and creating the opportunities that we never thought possible. If you are not currently a supporter, please come talk to me. There are still so many opportunities and students need your support. Speaking of support, there is one person in this room who has provided me with endless encouragement, inspiration, and support over the years. She is a mentor, she is a friend, and she is none other than Lisa Chambers, the CEO of TechCore. Speaking of TechCore and dreaming big, I wouldn't be where I am today without the support and encouragement of so many people, and one person in particular has been a constant source of inspiration through my journey. I first met Lisa Chambers when I was just a student at TechCore, and she has continued to champion and support me ever since. She is a visionary leader, and I am so grateful for her guidance and friendship. Please join me in welcoming the CEO of TechCore, Lisa Chambers.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, I'm getting ready to switch my energy, all right? But thank you all so much for being here tonight and for celebrating 30 years of TechCore. I feel like we've had you all on a journey. So for the youngins, you're learning stuff probably about what happened before 1995. And for the rest of you, we're taking a walk back. So in 1995, Compaq was the leading PC manufacturer, and Packard Bell was the top desktop computer in the United States. JavaScript was developed at Netscape, and Sony launched the PlayStation? At the same time, our visionary leaders, Gary Beach and Karen Smith, recognized the need to connect K through 12 students to technology to ensure that they had the skills that they needed to succeed. Gary and Karen were pioneers in the field of technology education. And as you heard earlier from Marjorie and Casey, their work has had a profound impact on the lives of countless alumni. There are actually several alumni in the room tonight, and I'd like you to raise your hand because, Josh, you were talking about hiring people. I want to make sure you see some people you might want to hire. Can all my alumni just raise their hand? I love it! Over the past 3 decades, TechCore has evolved to meet the changing needs of our students, our educators, our schools, and our employers, but our mission has remained the same. In the last 10 years, TechCore has served 25,000 students, 550 educators, and 2,000 technology professionals have volunteered their time. As we just heard from Casey and Marjorie, TechCore has not only helped students build skills, it has also built a lasting impact on the lives of so many students. Their stories are a testament to the power of our programs and the dedication of our volunteers and staff. Speaking of staff, can all of the current TechCore staff just raise their hands, please? Please, thank you. I know we've got lots of folks that have been on the team throughout the years, and I also want to recognize there are so many volunteers that are here tonight, so if we could also just raise your hands just so I can see you where you are. Yeah! Today we stand at a crossroads. The technology landscape is changing faster than ever, and the need for our services are greater than ever. We have a choice to make. We can continue on our current path, or we can be brave, and we can forge a new path to expand our impact dramatically. I hope you agree with me when I say, I want us to be brave. I feel like we have a responsibility to be brave. I believe it is time for TechCore to forge a new path and set a bold goal for the future. Tonight, I am so excited. I didn't even tell my mom this. I am so excited to publicly announce TechCore's North Star goal to serve 300,000 students by 2030. At present, TechCore is primarily a direct service organization. By 2030, however, our service model will prioritize indirect service, with the majority of students being served by TechCore-trained educators and volunteers equipped with high-quality TechCore content. We're building upon our successful direct service foundation to reach even more students through this expanded indirect approach. Through our streamlined portfolio that will include only the highest impact programs, Students will build skills, increase confidence, and expand opportunities. Educators will build their pedagogy and content knowledge, increase their confidence in delivering technology lessons, and drive student engagement. By 2030, TechCore will reach 300,000. I've only been dreaming about this for months. We'll reach 300,000 students across the country through career-connected programs that focus on technology awareness, exploration, and immersion. 300,000 students by 2030 is an ambitious goal, yet it's an achievable goal, and I am ready to hit it. Our amazing, dedicated, and talented staff is ready. Our board is ready. My question to you is, are you ready? For you Buckeyes in the room, just imagine 3 horseshoes filled with students like Marjorie and Casey over the next 5 years. Can you imagine that? Changing an individual's life trajectory is not easy, but it can be done if we work together across boardrooms, classrooms, and communities. Everyone that's here tonight has been critical to the success of our organization, and I hope that we can continue to count on your support. I hope that you leave here tonight feeling encouraged, inspired, and excited about what we have accomplished and about what's to come. I also hope that you will continue to lend your support to TechCore. On behalf of the entire TechCore team, I want to thank you all for being here tonight. I want to thank you for celebrating our 30th anniversary, and I hope you will continue to celebrate with us this evening. Thank you all so much for being here.